Hello, welcome to Dunkar Tech. Today we are going to be hopefully you guys can hear me. Today we're gonna be working on this right here, study route problem. The PC1, PC0, PC1, and PC2 cannot connect. They have connectivity issues, right? On this side, I already resolved I already troubleshoot the the problem, the issue. But in this one is the one. This is how I got it. So this is how the problem came, So let's go ahead and navigate to what I did, So, because if I do it from zero, it's gonna take me more time. So first thing first, let's organize all the IP address and stuff. I don't know what we're gonna be explaining what we're gonna be doing. So right now, I wish this can be smaller. Okay, so let's have some fun. Okay, so right now, as you can see, the first thing I did when I was like troubleshooting this, I checked the serial cable, the straight the cross cable, I think, yeah, crossover cable. Um, and then I saw the interfaces. So by watching the interfaces, I was able to go to the router and tap like enable and do like show IP interface brief. So I was like, okay, so in the end of the interface 001, we have this IP address. On the end 000, we have this IP address. So as you can see, this is the core, right? The core router. So when I do this icon here and I hover, I go over this, you can see 001 and you can see 000, So you can see like each interface has a different IP address. Therefore, you know, I went ahead and did my stuff here. I don't know why. You see right here, I I put the IP address for the intended interface. So I did the same with every router. For example, this one I saw like the interface. Come on, sometimes this can be a little bit annoying. You see G0001. So I went to the router. Wait, I went to the router and did this. Enable show IP interface brief. Then I saw everything. So well, I checked everything. So I'm not gonna do that right now. So we're gonna go ahead and see it from here. So it's gonna take a long time, and we can actually like troubleshoot this like in real time. So first thing first, I would do like we can go from layer 1 to layer 7. So of course we can check the cables. We can see every interfaces are actually like up and running, right? If we go to this router, we can see right when we do show IP interface brief, we can see that the gateway, which is on here that connect to the PC, is what 192.168.10.1. So this is the PC is supposed to have a gateway, which is supposed to be this one. So we can see that that's correct, right? We can see that, right? And then we can see that we have this address here, right? For this IP address, which is a /134. You can see right here, it's a for small private address. It's a class C. So we can see that, right? So we can see that the router is actually well set up. I don't know if it's actually gonna connect to the core one, but let's actually go ahead and check it. So we'll go to command, and then I'm gonna be following this one actually, because it has all the IPs as like placed properly. So wanna ping 10.1.0.1, and we can see it's taking a little longer. Let me see if I'm recording. Yeah. Request timed out. It didn't work. Maybe it's not working, right? So we can not even ping to the core router. Why is that? So let's see. Show IP route. We can do that. Show IP route. We can see that the core. Actually, we can be more specific. Show ROM in route. We can see that we have IP route. Let's follow this one. We have IP route to 10.0.0, which is 10.10 or 10.0, which is this one. So it's going by the next hop, which is 10.1.0.2, right? We can see that that's actually set up. And we can see actually that we have yeah, we have like we have a study route for both of them, which is weird, but we can connect. Why we can connect? Well, let's see. We're gonna check later. But like this one does have connectivity. So if we are in core 1, like PC2, right? So PC2, let's go. We're gonna be working branch 1 now. So in PC2, we have a gateway of 192.168.30.1. So we can see that the gateway from the router 0 is that one because I already did that before. So that's the one. So we have it correct. And then we go to here, and this was already set up. So I didn't do that. I just placed it here. So we are going to go ahead and ping the switch. I mean the core router. And the next hop. No, actually, I don't think about the next hop. I just have to ping it. So actually, this one I corrected it because if we go to here, guys, and we look for the IPs. Let's say show IP interface brief. We can see that the 001, right? No, the serial, because we're in the serial. We can see that the serial, right, is 10, 1, I mean, that one, that 10. But in here, I put 10, that one, because if you see the router, it's a little bit complex here. So if we see the router, this router, right, let's do the same. Enable, show IP route. Oh, sorry, guys, so brief. My God, show interface brief. We can see we have 10, that one, 2, that 2. So right here is a key point that we have to take into account, because we can see that both of these and are in a different interface, a different subnet. Why I say that? Because it's supposed to be a point-to-point connection. If it's a point-to-point connection, it does not need that many hosts, like usable hosts. So this is a subnet 30, right? So I go back. So I don't know if I can go back, but actually what I did was around no show IP, right? No show, I mean no. Let me see on this one. Yeah. So I went to the serial. Let's do it right now. Config T, and then we went to the serial 0 slash 1 slash 0. Oh, I did some typo. 0 1 0 interface. Okay, guys, this is interface serial. Okay, you see, so I went to the interface. So I said, you know, when we do IP address, I said no IP address. So I raised the IP address of the one that we have right now, 10, that 10, right? In order for me to put the one that is supposed to be here. So 10, that one, slash notation 30, right? So this is another problem I came across with, right? Because they were in different subnets. And I think we have to do that right now. So it says no IP 10, that 10. What was that? No, 10, that one, that 10. 255, 255, that 252. Oh, no IP address, I forgot. No IP address, 10, that one, and that 10, 255, that 255, that 255, that 252. Right? So now we're gonna do IP address. Bear with me, please, IP address. So the branch one, where's the branch one? This open branch one has the correct one, in the subnet, like that one is usable because that's zero is the network address. So we're gonna put the one that is here. So IP address 10, that one, right? And then 255, that 255, that 255, that 252. Boom. So if you do show IP interface brief, we can see that now it was changed, right? So if we go to PC2 and ping our core router, is supposed to ping successfully. You see? So that was one of the error I encountered, and I would hear different subnets. And then this one here, I want to tell you what was wrong with that. And then, okay, let's see. And yeah, so in here, let's check. Let's go one by one. So let's close one of this clutter here. Okay, so let's go ahead and see this router right here. So enable show show run in route. So as you can see, we can do different things here, right? We can do right here. We have a way to this destination, right? We connect to the next hop, which is 10, that 1, that 2, that 2, that 1, right? I don't think that's slash 24 because it's like point to point. Yeah, it's slash 30, but pardon me because I put the thing over there, but it's slash 30. So sorry. So what I was trying to say was that we probably can go from here to here, but then, right? Yeah. But then we also need to add a way to get from here to there, right? So let's go ahead and get it out of the way and do it. Config T, IP route. So right now we are doing a static route. So right here, there's a specific concept that I realized is like we can do a default route or a static route. The default route is like, it's very funny because it's like when that click, I was like, oh, I understand now. We can do either a default route or a specific static route, right? If we go ahead and do this IP route, right? Let's do IP route. Hey, bro, my cat are fighting. IP route 192. Right, I lost it. 192, 168, dot 30, dot 0, dot 255, dot 255, dot 255, dot 0. Right? So we do the network address and the subnet, then we do the next hop, which is 10, 1, 2, 1. Right? So if we do show IP route, we can now I like that one. I like show. Let's go to end. Show run in route. So now we have a way. But however, we could have done this. We could have done this. Like we could have config T and do a 0 IP route 0.0.0.0 0.0.0.0, and then the next hop 10, that 1, that 2, that 1. we could have done that. We can actually do it. I mean, I think it's gonna like mess up anything, you know. But the thing is, you see, this right here is saying what it's saying is basically is like, who you want me to connect, right? You want me to connect with this guy, right? So it's gonna say like, oh, okay, connect me to this guy. So it's gonna take you over there. So it's gonna say this PC1 that wanna pick with this one. Say PC1 is gonna say, hey core, I wanna connect to PC2, but I don't know how to get there. So core is taking the responsibility to tell both of these guys how can they find each other, as opposed of PC1 knows how to exactly get there. By knowing how to exactly get in there is by doing the study route, which I emphasized here, which is very nice. So basically, the way I like to think of it is core can take the whole responsibility for every router, right, and its host, and say like, hey, if you don't know how to get there, I'm Google Map, and I'm gonna take you there, which is like very fascinating for me actually, the way network works. So we already have here show ROM in route, right? So we can actually do a mix. We can do like a specific study route, or we can do default route. So I like to do both because it just keep me like aware, maybe like sometimes when we try to like do a side route summary and default route, we might skip certain things and make some mistakes. But yeah, so if we actually let's see, if we actually ping Nico, stop it. Bro, my custom typing, they're so annoying sometimes. Okay, so what? Come here. Come here. Come here. You wanna be in camera so bad? Okay, you want the whole world to know you? Look, this is Benito. She likes to batter. Is that what you want, bro? You A already? Okay, so let's go ahead. So let's ping PC2, right? So PC2 is gonna be ping 192.168.30.0. So let's see. What's time now? You see how it pinned perfectly because actually we did a default route and a specific route, so it knows how to get there. Tranquila, bro. My car, bro. Okay, so yeah, basically, we have resolved 2 issues already, right? So we have to see. Let's check how many routes, study route, are configured in the core router, right? Let's go like the end. Let's do this. Show ROM in route. So it has a way to here this branch 2. You can connect to branch 2. You can connect to branch 3. You can see like how the network ranges are here. And you connect to branch 1. So core is actually set up correctly. So let's do branch 2. So enable show ROM in route. So it has a default route. Basically, what it's saying here is like, if I send a packet, and I don't know how to send, where to go, please take it and tell me where to go. So it's giving the responsibility to Benito, the responsibility to the core router, which is fine. So let's see if I and then but even though it has a default route, it has always the same hop, next hop. So if we try to ping 10, that one, that two, so we're pinging the router 3 interface G000. Let's see if it works. Well, it didn't work. So let's see. Okay. So let's see. Sorry guys, my cat is like, Jesus Christ. Okay, so actually didn't work, which is a little bit weird. So let's see what we got here. I got a little bit distracted. So show ROM in route. The same thing. So we do ping 10, that one, that two. Oh, sorry, I don't want simulation. It went perfectly. Oh my god. Do you see? I just realized what's going on, So when I fixed it, I realized that the next hop was incorrect. So in here, our hop is 10.0.1, right? So let's go ahead and change that, on this, this one has to correct, this one is perfectly fine. This one is the problem, So we're gonna revisit this, already what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna do config configuration terminal, and then we're gonna do no IP route. Sorry, bro. Sorry, guys. My cat is like this me here. So no IP route. That's 0. Then that 10. That's 0. That 1. Right. So now, stop it. IP route 0. And then we can see that like this was already set up, right? So the problem was not that it wasn't set up. The problem was that it was a typo, right? So I don't have it on this side because it's gonna take me a little, a long time to do all those IP addresses. So let's go ahead and put the correct one: 10.1.0.1, right? So now if we go back, exit, and then we ping. We on this side, right? We ping 10.1.2.2. It's supposed to work perfectly. Perfectly fine. You see, it works. So now we fix probably two typos and two errors. A subnet, study route. We add a study route to here, from here for the route 3. So I think we are almost pretty much there. So I think another typo that I didn't mention, but I cut, I knew already, and this was the one that gave me a headache, was this one. So 193 is not actually a private address. That range, it don't get there. The range is from 192 to 255.255.0. Or no, 192, 168.255.255. So this one actually doesn't exist in a private address, in a LAN network. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my God. So let's go ahead and open this computer, go to config fast internet, and we're gonna fix this. You see how it says 193? Bro, so we're gonna fix it. And now everything's supposed to work fine. I think, yeah. So let's go ahead and ping. Remember, I'm everything I'm opening is most of the thing I'm opening is on this side. So we're gonna do this ping 192, no, yeah, 192.168.30.10. Okay, so it worked, right? So let's, you see, 4 and 4. So let's ping this one. Ping 192.168.20.10. Okay. So now we can see the simulation part, which is the fun part. That's what I like to see. If I don't see that, I feel like I didn't do nothing. So let's go ahead and ping the same one. Ping 168. No, bro, what do you mean 168? 192.168.20.10. So we can see how it's gonna travel, navigate from router, from PC1 to router 2. So it has a gateway, So remember, it has a default route. Basically, you don't have a start route. So it's saying like, hey, I don't know how to get there, but like, take it to a default route. So the core is saying like, don't worry, I know where you wanna go. So whoa, let me see because it's taking too long. Oh, they already did it. Okay, it worked. So then ping. I thought I did. I thought ping over there. So that's why I was like, why you didn't go over there? But actually, I realized that one over there is like 30. Yeah, this one is 192.168.30.10. You see? So that's the one. You see how it goes individually? But yeah, so basically this is it, guys, for my project. Definitely like 100%. Definitely like this one looks more appealing. It's more understandable. But once again, the main takeaway from this is like the core, the default route and the study route. So core can know every route, or every route can know their routes. So basically, this one has a default route, right? It doesn't know this and this one, but what it's saying is like, hey, PC0, I can take you wherever you want to go. I know a guy, I know a guy, and then code one take the whole responsibility, So that's what default route does. Like default route is basically like say, hey guys, don't worry about memorization, don't learn anything, just use me. I'm your Google map. For me, core default route is like Google map of routes. And hopefully you enjoyed my video. And it's gonna be a little long, but I want to put it into a speed so you guys can, watch it faster. Bye. See you on the next.